This is The Wheel Weaves, a Wheel of Time podcast with no spoilers. Hey everyone, I'm your host Dani, and I'm the first-time reader going through this series chapter by chapter. As always, there's no spoilers past the chapter we're covering, and that means it's totally safe for first-time readers. I'm joined by my co-host Brett, who's a longtime fan, and he's guiding me on this journey. We'd like to thank and acknowledge our executive producers, Brandy and Kirkwood, Sean McGuire, Yanis, LightBlindedFool, Big C, Deyvis Ferreira, Green Man, Bennett Williamson, Hannah Green, Noralia, Greysin Ishara, Helena Jacobsen, Matthew Mendoza, Sims, Cyndi, Manethraen, Andrew Scarponi, Mr. Boddy's Body, David, and HoneyBunchesOfJason. And before we get into things today, we just want to thank and welcome Jordan, Simone Siek, and Josie Ozzy to the Wheel Weaves Patreon team. Thank you so much for your generosity and your support. We really, truly appreciate it. In this episode, we are talking about Chapter 31 of A Memory of Light.
Yeah, Chapter 31 is a Tempest of water.
Yeah.
Tempest.
You know what?
Tempest.
We haven't actually heard it in a little while.
Yeah, that's true. So we get it a couple of times here.
Yeah.
But I don't know why. I don't get it. I don't know why. Like, why is it a tempest of water? Why is that the descriptive word?
Well, you can't say a storm of water. That doesn't make any sense.
A whirlwind.
Tsunami.
Yeah, like I feel like there's other words. It's just, I don't know, tempest. It's a tempest, you know?
It sure is.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, here we are. I want to talk about military battle formations today. Again, but it's different. It's similar, but it's different.
You know what? Knock yourself out.
Okay, you're gonna step out for a couple minutes.
Call me when you're done.
Yeah. Okay, so in this chapter, we get Ituralde, and we get a whole lot of description about the square pike formation. So Ituralde is forming up ranks against the Trollocs, and he's organized them into these square formations with the pikes and the billhooks and the crossbows. So a billhook is just like another kind of spear. So it's just like a long pointy with like offshoots. Anyways, that's not the point. But they're big pikes, right? Like 20 feet long. We've talked about that before separately. And they're working really well against the Trollocs because you can also fight in all directions since it's a square. So this is actually based on a real battle strategy. So a square of pikemen, or a pike square, as you can call it, it's a dense rectangular or square infantry formation that was specifically designed to counter cavalry and was used heavily in the late medieval and early Renaissance periods, so the 14th to 16th centuries. So being designed to counter cavalry works really well with this chapter because Trollocs are often compared to cavalry in like speed and size. So it makes sense that you're using the pike squares against the cavalry-like creatures.
Sure.
Yeah, perfect. So now you've got these square formations of hundreds or thousands of pikemen with the front rows lowering the really long pikes down, and then you've created a wall of spear points, and you could also have the squares working independently as little units, or you could join them together to have like a really long battle line of these squares too. And again, even if you're surrounded, you can point your spears in all directions. So working super effectively, Ituralde doing a great job here. For the most part, anyways.
So if you have two squares and you put them beside each other...
Exactly. Now it's a rectangle.
But then what happens to the two sides that were poking at each other?
Well, now you can just be... Well, you wouldn't be poking each other. Now you'd just be facing one of the other directions. You would just shift.
Okay, I get it.
You have a lot of maneuverability.
Okay, you don't have to just like stay put on your side.
Yeah, you have to move. Maybe point it upwards for the time being.
Oh, okay.
So you don't stab your teammate, your ally. What is it called? Your companion? I
don't know either. Okay,
let's get into it though.
Well, that was great. Thanks.
You're welcome. Hey, if you're ever in battle against cavalry and someone's like, how do we defeat these guys? You could be like, pike square.
I'm going to freaking know.
You're going to know.
I'm going to be like,
you're going to know.
I know all of this.
You're going to know. Exactly.
And then I'm going to say, why am I here and in charge of this? This doesn't make any sense.
Hey,
this must be a dream. You should wake up.
That's a lot like Egwene's perspective here. Why am I in charge of this?
Well,
what are we going to do?
Yes, that's true.
Yeah.
I do have to say, though, I'm still feeling good. I'm feeling positive.
Okay, because like Matt's going to come to the rescue?
We're finding things out.
Yeah, okay. We are kind of coming...
We're kind of coming to the end of this, I hope.
The great captain thing.
The great captain thing.
Yeah, everyone, and I was thinking that everybody's figured it out at this point.
Sort of, and also, again, handled much better than our impulsive friend Elaine.
Right. And I sure hope someone tells her.
Well, because
I
feel like we're figuring it out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Also, is Iteralda dead?
Well, that's TBD. Okay, the wolves
I found it interesting.
The wolves were gently dragging him off into the woods or whatever.
Well, that's true. Like, it didn't seem
yeah, it didn't seem like aggressive.
Dead.
Yeah.
But we were in his head for a while, so that's actually interesting. Okay, let's get into it, though.
Yes, yeah.
So our chapter symbol is the Trolloc skull because we're fighting a bunch of Trollocs.
A lot of them, yep.
And we start in Egwene's perspective, and Egwene is back on some side of a river.
Yeah, the Arafel
because
side.
I didn't know she wasn't on a side of a river, but now I do know she's on a side of a river.
That's where the Tempest of Water's coming from.
Well, I understand.
Yeah.
It's just like there's a lot of description of like where she was, and I was like, I didn't even know where she was to begin with.
Yeah, a lot of it's been around this river. That's like the main thing that's been going on here.
Sure.
Because we also have the guys crossing the river. So there's a whole lot of things.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
And they're mad.
Yeah, in one corner we have the Shienarans,
and she's mad. And then we have Uno, and he's mad.
Yeah.
Okay, so now the battle is still going on.
Yeah.
We have yet to find Bryn.
It's so frustrating because so many times she's like, I really gotta find Bryn, and we gotta figure out what went wrong. And she's like, okay, back to fighting.
Yeah.
And then he's like, I gotta find Bryn. Okay, I'm just gonna do a little bit more fighting.
There's lots going on.
Yeah, but your job should be to figure out the battle,
Bryn.
like the general.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we gotta find him. Haven't yet.
Mm-hmm.
And then Egwene is giving some orders to some Aes Sedai.
Yeah, they gotta rest up a little bit here. It's tiring.
Sure. And then we get like a little bit of a Lylewyn Damin update.
Yeah, because they spot Matt and the Shanshan guys. Because at one point they're like, that guy looks like he's wearing a coat that could belong to someone from the Two Rivers. It's like, because it does.
Well, no,
That's
Egwene thinks that in her head.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's what I meant.
Voluminous pants and a shabby brown coat.
Yeah. So that's
a good
Matt.
look for
that's
Matt.
Yeah. And then they know. So it's just like updating Egwene with all the information that we've already seen Matt go through. It's catching her up to speed. But that's when they notice the little group of soldiers who are crossing the river.
Who are hauling themselves out of the river after basically almost drowning in the river.
Yeah, which was right after they almost died from the ambush. Because this was the cavalry. This was Uno and the cavalry that didn't do so hot because it was a trap.
Yeah. Why isn't Uno with the other Borderlanders at Tarwin's Gap?
Because they left to go on the hunt for the horn a long time ago, and they never went back to Shinar. They ended up at the, like with Bryn at the...
Oh, okay. Yeah. I was
becoming
like,
a part of Bryn's army.
It was just like a side thing in the back of my head. I was like, what are you doing here?
So after they went to Falma, they just never went home. Yeah. Then they joined like the Saladar group, and then they went to the...
Oh, and they also spent some time at the circus?
They went everywhere, yeah. They had a whole side adventure.
Okay.
So they're just here now.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So anyways, Uno comes out. He's got some colorful language.
Oh, the bloody flaming bad shape they're in.
Yeah, there's a whole, there's like a huge
So
paragraph.
many bloody flaming things are happening.
Doesn't control his language at all.
Nope.
So this is the update that they were supposed to support the Aes Sedai on the hill because that's what the messenger that came and told them.
But then we lost the hills.
But yeah, and then it was like they were leaving, which was breaking away like the flanks, and then it's like, who's protecting the flanks? And apparently Bryn had something for that, which was the Shanshan army, supposedly.
But
that
then they were just sitting there, not doing anything.
Yeah, because like we know that Bryn
we were there. We saw it.
Compelled, and we saw that.
Yep.
So it was like close to working, but it didn't, so it just ended up a disaster.
Yep, there must be a traitor somewhere.
Yeah, and Uno doesn't think that it could be Bryn's fault because it's like, hey, the plan was good, and that is what it's supposed to look like.
There's just something happening.
It's a good plan, but it just like didn't follow through in all the steps, so it is a catastrophe. Because there's also that conversation of like, oh, maybe the people were just late getting to where...
They were late.
Yeah,
we'll sort it out. Let's find Bryn.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, let's find Bryn. But not yet. Not yet. We got to go do a little bit of fighting first.
Okay, because then we're going to get a time-lapse-ish.
Yeah.
Still in Egwene's perspective. We're a little bit later on. Egwene is back in the battle using Vora's Saengriel.
That's the super powerful magical wand.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And this is where she's using her Tempest of Water.
Splashing the Trollocs. Uh-huh.
Yeah, I think it's a little more than splashing.
Well, she's like, ooh, I'm splashing them real good. I think that's what she says or thinks.
Yeah, but they're like dead.
Nah.
Splashing them
maybe.
to death.
Yeah. Yeah, waterboarding the Trollocs.
Well, we have to be. Like, why else are we using...
Why are we using water? I don't know.
Because it's at our disposal. Here's the river.
Well, okay, here's what my thought was. Like, we need to come up with a more efficient way to use the power to kill Shadow Spawn. Like, okay, you don't need to...
Arrow fingers.
Yeah, like, you don't need to explode the entire Charlock's body to kill it. You don't need to do that. You could just do, like little darts of air right through the brain. Even taking out a leg of a Trolloc is, like, sufficient to really hinder the performance of the Trollocs in general.
Right.
So it's like, how could, instead of waving your tempest of water all over
and then,
the
like,
place.
we're later, like, exploding the earth. And,
Yeah,
like destroying
everything.
Everything.
Is that efficient? Like, is that the best use of our power?
Cool.
It is cool. Like, I'll give you cool style points.
Yeah.
But if we're
But also
all
laser
tired,
fingers.
Laser fingers.
Pew, pew.
Yeah. There was a movie that I remember from my childhood, like a horror movie. I think it was called like Ghost Ship or something. Anyways, the whole point is that in the movie, and they're on a ship, but I don't remember anything else about the movie. Mm-hmm. But like a string goes and like snaps across and everybody gets cut in half. So I'm just thinking like little bar of air, just go right across all the Trollocs. You just like cut them all in half like that.
That feels scary.
Well, yeah, I mean, we're fighting literal
the
monsters.
movie you watched.
Yeah, I don't like scary movies, and it's pretty traumatic. I don't know why I was watching it or who I was watching it with.
Yeah.
Or why I was watching it.
Huh.
Or who I was watching it with.
That's super weird.
Yeah.
But yeah, that would be an effective weapon.
Exactly. So it's like, why are we doing Tempest
why
of
do you
Water?
think?
Water tornado.
Because we can.
Because we can. Okay, but anyways, everyone's exhausted. There's still so many Shadow Spawn.
And there's so many battle things happening all around. There's like
a lot.
The archers and other things and fireballs and more earth blowing up and everyone's exhausted.
Yeah.
It's a whole thing.
Going on for a long time. So like she spends what seems like hours and finally she gets pulled back. But again, this is after she was like, I really need to find Bryn, which was after she was fighting again.
And she was like, I really need to find Bryn.
I need to find Bryn. It's like, go find him. Go do that.
Stop doing Tempests of Water stuff.
Like that's, sure, it's important, but like more important
and
is
we know there's no command tent and he's
Yeah.
just running around, hard to find.
Where is he? What is he doing? Just walking around. It's part
well,
of the...
at some point I was like, ooh.
Yeah, it does seem
is
suspicious,
he a little bit
right?
like ran away?
It does seem suspicious.
Yeah.
Because like, where is
He's like hiding a little.
A little bit. And he might be.
Yeah.
It might be. It's like, make sure you're moving so that it's hard to find you. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyways, we get back to camp and Egwene and Gawain are there. So now we have Gawain calling out that a Shanshan noblewoman is approaching.
Oh, because she's all dressed up, all fancy like a Shanshan noblewoman.
Yeah.
But it is Min.
Yeah.
It's Min.
Yeah, with a bunch of her Death Watch guard here. So we got the mission that she got sent on from Matt to notify Egwene that Bryn is a dark friend.
Right. And they're like, Min, what are you doing? What's happening?
Yeah, like, are you okay?
Are you okay?
Yeah.
And she's like, yeah, I'm actually great.
Yeah.
I've been eating some like weird food and stuff.
Crazy weird stuff.
They've been treating me great.
Yeah. I actually really connect with it too because she's like, just because it's like fancy doesn't mean it tastes good.
Yeah.
It's like 100% agree with that.
So after this sort of discussion about whether or not Min is okay or not, Min wants to know how much Egwene trusts Matt.
Yes. Trust him to fine drinking and gambling and
fine ladies.
Yeah. Leering and such of that nature.
And pranking, probably.
Yeah. Okay.
Trust him with all those things. And I was like, okay, Egwene, rude.
Yeah. Number one, rude. Number two, it's only medium true.
He's changed, okay?
Yeah. Sort of. Medium true. That's why I said
medium
medium
true.
true.
Well, and then Min is like, okay, well, what about your trust in him to lead an army?
Right.
And then she's like, what? Not at all. It's
Why?
Matt. Yeah.
Why? Okay, so that's when Min drops the bombshell that Matt thinks Bryn is leading the army to destruction, and therefore
that he's a dark friend.
Bryn's a dark friend. So, reactions, we've got Gawain starting to laugh, which startles Egwene.
Not a chance.
Yeah. And I can understand why she's so surprised that Gawain is laughing versus like being angry or outraged, but it's just so like crazy of a concept that Bryn could ever be a bad guy that he's laughing.
And Egwene is inclined to agree with Gawain on this one.
Yeah, but I mean also considering what we know about the whole Morgaze situation too, like we should be more on
But like
alert.
how much does they
Gawain
know about the whole Morgaze thing? I don't even know. But anyway, Min is going to be like, listen, it's not a joke.
Yeah. He
Matt
seems
is
certain.
certain. and he wants Egwene to turn her armies over to him.
Yeah.
And so that's going to be
no for me, dog.
Yeah.
A little Randy Jackson for you.
Yeah, little no from Egwene.
Yeah.
And then she's like, ta'veren.
Right. I mean, true. That's definitely true. But then also she mentions that technically she's not in charge of the armies anyways. The Hall of the Tower is.
Yeah, she did do that.
Yes, and she did actually do that. So good luck to Matt convincing the Hall of the Tower to relinquish control to him, who's under the Shanshan banners right now. So that's not going to happen. So then we get like this bit of a covert conversation with Min talking about staying with the Shanshan.
In her new fancy role.
Yeah, because Fortrona knows about my powers, and then maybe I can use this to help me and wink wink you.
Yeah, and Rand.
And Rand, yeah, exactly. So at least at this point, like I do understand Egwene not as much as
immediately saying, okay, do it.
Yeah, like I want that to happen, but obviously that wouldn't be realistic.
More level-headed about this.
Yeah, because she does say, okay, submit.
It's similar to Lan.
Yeah.
In that drawn out, no, let me check on things first here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like she does say, okay, let him submit battle plans and we'll review them. Like that's a good start. That's a good start at least.
But she has to go find her commanders.
Yeah, it's like, yes, you need to go find Bryn. Go find Bryn. Go find him, please. I'm asking you.
Okay.
That's for next perspective.
Right, okay, because this perspective ends, and then we jump into Ituralde.
Yeah.
Which I found interesting to like be in his head when we know that there's something going on in his head.
It's pretty cool. Pretty cool to see.
Well, cool is probably not the word I would use.
Well, I like to see that there's, like, you can see how it's affecting them.
It's nuanced, yeah. It's like, yeah. So we're heading over to Thakandar, where Ituralde is, and he is watching as the troops are defending the pass, and there's a bunch of stuff happening.
Yeah, so first off, before we get into the stuff that's happening and, like, the battle formations and the pike squares that we're going to talk about again, he thinks about how his head is hurting really bad because his dreams are super messed up. Really bad and vivid dreams where Trollocs were eating his family, and then he was joining the Trollocs in eating his family.
Yeah, I was going to say.
And it was super bad.
Not cool, some would say.
Not cool. And we just saw Grandel messing with his dreams.
Yeah.
Like going out and coming out of his tent. So assuming that the timeline lines up
And when
here.
you say just, like 2 months ago we saw that.
Well, she was just with
Perrin
in the last episode.
Oh, right. It was 2 months ago she was messing with Bashir's dreams.
yeah. She literally just left. Like probably from this night.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It probably all is happening within the span of like a few days-ish. And for us, it's longer than that.
Exactly. So he's going to put the whole Trollocs eating his family out of his brain. And now we're going to talk about the battle strategy. So the Trollocs have pushed past all the thorny barriers. And now we've got the soldiers actually fighting to keep the Trollocs from advancing. So we've got the army split into groups of about 3,000 soldiers each. We've got the pike squares. We've got the really big, long 20-foot pikes and halberds and all these things. And then the square formation is working really well because you can pivot and move independently of each other.
Yep.
Especially if they get surrounded by Trollocs. And that's working really well because the Aiel are also really good at like jumping in and out and killing any Trollocs that are broken away from the formation that they're in.
Right.
So things are going pretty well in that regard. Now, Ituralde, like the planning side of things, he thinks that 3 times so far, he's nearly given the orders for the army to abandon the defensive strategy and then send the troops in for a direct assault. So that's an important nuance there because right now he is playing defense. He's like, my mission isn't to attack and kill Shadowspawn.
Well, and I do appreciate how strong-willed he is.
I think it's almost like accidental, like not to take it away from him.
I don't think it's accidental.
I'll tell you why I do after.
Okay, but I think this is similar to when like Nynaeve was under compulsion.
Right.
And broke out of it.
Right.
Essentially.
Yeah.
Because she was like, that doesn't make sense. And her will was so strong that it overpowered or overrode her compulsion.
Right. Well, and I mean, I could almost say like that in itself is almost like an accidental loophole because with Ituralde here, he thinks about how his attack strategy is to like, he really wants to go and like fight and kill Trollocs, but then he's like, oh wait, but my mission isn't actually to fight Shadowspawn, it's to defend Rand.
Because that's his will overriding
Yeah.
whatever he's been told to do. Because what Bashir was doing and Agomar
Yeah.
was doing was repeated over and over and over. This is an aggressive strategy.
Yeah.
We're going in, we're being aggressive, we're going at it, whatever.
Yeah.
And it's not defensive at all.
And
so
he's
it's like
100%
that's clearly
defense. Yeah.
what the compulsion is, he's compelled to do.
Well, that's what the orders, like, it seems that Grendel is giving, is like, be more offensive,
yeah, go
or whatever.
in for a direct assault.
Yeah.
But he hasn't done it. He's
Yeah.
nearly done it 3 times, but he's been able to
Yeah. And
pull
he keeps,
himself back.
Yeah, he keeps reminding
and
himself, but it's hard to
override
remember.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That the goal is defense.
Okay.
So give Rand as much time as possible.
So why do you think it's not his will?
I think it's a little combination where, because with compulsion, yeah, you can break it out if you're strong-willed enough, but it's like Grendel didn't give the exact right orders of how to break it, Eralda, so he's come up with this like loop. Maybe not accident is the right word I'm looking for, but it's like a loophole in the actual mission directive that he sees as important.
Yeah, I think the way that I'm thinking of it is it's like comparing it to when in the Black Tower, they were trying to turn people, and some people turned in 3 seconds.
Right.
And it was super easy to turn them. And then some people couldn't be turned easily at all. And I think because it's like that strength of will.
Yeah.
And that matters, clearly.
Yeah, but it also, like with the turning as an example, though, you also have that who you're using to do the turning also is going to impact how well you can resist.
Well, sure, but that's
So-
not what I'm talking about here.
But that's what I mean. It's like there's a little bit of luck on his side, too.
No,
Okay. Agree to disagree.
I just think that he's strong of will.
Yeah. No, I understand that you think that.
I don't know why you're not.
I like
on
him.
top
I'm
of
not.
this.
I'm not taking away everything from him. I'm just saying that
Kind of
he's.
sounds like you are.
Okay, you know what the really important part of this is? The Windfinders are still holding off the storms that are being thrown at. There was huge hail that was coming down because they lost control for like a couple of minutes
Of the Bull of the Winds.
with Bull Winds. Yeah, exactly.
It's a good thing
So
they still got that.
they're working overtime. Just wanted to make sure you remember
That matters.
The Windfinders are important.
I remember.
That we can agree on.
Sure.
Yeah.
And also Cloud Bowl.
Yeah, exactly.
Super important.
Right. Okay, so now we get a little bit of a battle thing going on here because it looks like the Trollocs are pulling back to regroup, and Ideralda calls out some orders to shuffle formations, all that. But then we have him noticing that they're pulling back too far, and he's like, wait, what are these guys doing?
Murdrolls!
Oh man, a whole army of them. So then we have like hundreds and hundreds, like a whole army of Fades that are coming in to clean house.
Slinking in.
It's not great. It's pretty scary.
A wave of darkness.
Because they're going to chop through these pike squares.
Oh, yeah.
Easy peasy. This is bad. So he starts bellowing for like, we got to get the Aiel down here. We need like every channeler. And he also thinks that they need the cavalry to come. Like they don't have a lot of cavalry, but they got some. They got to bring the cavalry in to relieve some of the pressure on the infantry. Because the pike squares are going to get hit super hard and it's going to be just a catastrophe.
Yep.
But anyways, so this is where we get to see the nuance of what's happening in Ideralda's brain. So he's thinking and he knows, I need the cavalry to go in and we got to hold our lines. Because if we retreat, we're doomed. But then he can't say it.
Because he has this voice in his head
Yeah.
that's saying, pull back the Aiel, pull back and make a stand there.
And he knows that's very
wrong.
That's
He
the
doesn't want to
opposite.
do it.
Yeah. So
and
that's
then
when
he's trying to say
yes, yeah.
that someone else should have command.
Yeah, he's trying to like relieve himself of duty, but he physically can't say the words. And again, that's like 100% the compulsion. Yeah. So he can't do it. We even get the Captain Tihera. So he's like, wait, what did you just say? Because like you're muttering something, like didn't catch that though. But then he's just about to say, pull back, like give the order to retreat. And then boom, wolves. Wolves have arrived, and I love when wolves show up.
Yeah, he opens his lips to give the orders, and the wolves all jump out, and they're attacking the Fades, and it's excellent. And we're like, woo, go wolves.
Yeah.
And then a man dressed in furs is like pulling himself up
Yeah.
to like where Ideralda is.
Are we assuming this is Elias?
Yeah, of course.
Or is this like a new wolfy person?
A new man dressed in furs.
Yeah.
No, this is, of course, Elias. What are you talking about?
I just want to know. They might introduce another wolf guy. I don't know.
Well, it's like immediately after Perrin was like, go do something about this.
Yeah, I know.
This is a problem.
I'm just wondering. I didn't want to say it's Elias, but I'm just wondering if you thought that.
Okay, it's Elias.
Okay.
and he leaps at Ituralde and shoves him off the cliff.
Yeah, basically, like off the rocks where he's standing on lookout here, and then Ituralde hits the ground pretty hard. He doesn't fight back because he's also like, yes.
Like, in my mind,
yeah,
it's like this huge fall.
Oh, yeah, no.
But in the wording, it's like, the fall wasn't a big one.
No.
It was like literally, I was like, oh, off a ledge.
Yeah.
No, it's
not
like literally,
off, yeah.
like, it's like a little hill.
We're not
like,
killing Ituralde by
no.
pushing him off the mountain.
No,
or
it's
something.
literally, it's not like a cliff and he's going to like fall. And
Yeah. He's like up on a rock and he gets knocked down like, I don't know, five feet.
Yep.
Gets the wind knocked out of him. He does pass out from the fall, I guess. He hits his head. And that can happen from 5 feet. That's fine. But he's thinking, oh, this is awesome because now I can't like screw us over.
Up.
Yeah, exactly. Like this is good, even though I'm being dragged off into the woods now by these wolves.
No, he basically thinks like, thank you.
Yeah. So
you
this
saved
is
us all.
this is the gentle
man and wolf.
The gentle wolf nature now. They're taking him by the teeth, like by the arms with their teeth, and pulling him backwards, and like that's where we're left. It's so
dragging
funny.
him off into the darkness.
Like what's where are we going? What are we doing? And are we gonna give him back?
No.
So we're not.
Not until his brain's fixed.
True. Okay.
Or until this is over.
Yeah. So like, what's Elias gonna do on this one? You just kidnapped a great captain.
Good, honestly.
Yeah. I know it's good.
And Ituralde thinks it's good too.
I know he also thinks it's good internally.
I think this is great.
Other people might not feel so good about this. You're not supposed to kidnap great captains.
Yes, you are.
Yeah.
When they're compromised, absolutely, you should.
Nobody else knows that.
It doesn't matter.
I know that. I know you're saying it's good, but like, what are the ramifications here?
And they're wolves.
Yeah.
The wolves took him.
Right.
So it's not like we could be like, oh, charge Egwene for stealing a great captain.
What? Why her?
No, I don't know. Like if she is the one who's like, I'm gonna conk you on the head and drag you over here. Like you can charge a person for doing that thing.
Can't charge a wolf.
No.
Loophole.
Wolves are
That's
just,
why I
just
use
animals.
wolves for all my crimes. Can't charge them. Oh,
See?
man. Yeah.
So that's what's happening there.
I like it. Okay, that's good. Anyways, so yeah, I guess the day is saved.
That's it.
Sort of.
Okay, all right. So now I'm pretty
But
sure
also
not dead.
But also, the day is not saved. Like, yeah, we have the wolves coming in to help, but we have like hundreds of Burdral sweeping through.
It feels a little bit like the day's saved.
I know, but this is bad.
So many wolves.
It wasn't clear. It wasn't clear on how many wolves have arrived.
I think it's lots. So many. They're going to take down all the fades. Obviously, they're going to win here.
Just to be clear, they did not just kill all the fades.
No, they're gonna, though.
Okay.
That's my feeling here.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Sure.
Anyway, I'm just glad Ituralde's been taken down, and he's out of it now.
Okay. All right.
That's the end of that perspective. And we should take a quick break.
Okay.
And then come back. Okay, so we are back, and we are jumping back into Egwene's perspective because she's in camp and still not finding Bryn.
I know. It's like, come on.
Well,
Can
he's being elusive. I think on purpose.
And he could be. It's very
possible. It could be
possible.
his orders, you know?
It could be. Like, it's very possible. But she also is not looking for him very hard.
When we were in his head, he gives us an explanation a couple chapters ago as to why he doesn't have a command center. And so,
safety.
So it's like making sense in his head
that
he's like all over the place and hard to track down.
But here's the thing. They do find him and then tell him to stay put, and he does. So, and this is the problem I have, is that every time Egwene thinks that she needs to find him, she doesn't go look for him, and she doesn't send anyone to go and find him.
Yeah, you could probably be sending somebody to go find him.
Mm-hmm. Yep, you could.
Yeah.
There's things you could have done if it was this urgent.
You know, she's not perfect.
I agree with that.
And
yeah,
we all have our faults.
That's true.
She's very tired. We have so many things going on.
Mm-hmm.
Now.
Okay, you know who doesn't seem tired at all? Gawain. But
is strangely pale.
Yep, no time for that now, though.
Nah.
It's fine. He'll be fine.
I honestly
don't care. I know what you were going to say.
I still think it was good what he did, so.
Yeah, okay.
Desperate times.
Call for desperate housewives.
That's what I always say.
Yeah, I get it. Okay, so now we do have Sylviana currently looking for Bryn. So Egwene has now at this point
at least one
send Sylviana to go and find Bryn, and she does very quickly actually. So like that's why I don't think he was necessarily hiding that well.
Well, he's like eating. He's in the mess hall.
Yeah, but
he's literally in the dining tent.
I know. And then
there
sticks
he is.
Around. Yep.
And they're like, stay there. And then he does.
Perfect. Yeah. So she's got some time to think about Matt.
It would be so much less dramatic.
I know.
If she just was like, you, and you, find Bryn.
Bring him to me.
Yeah.
Because I'm the Amyrlin and I can do that kind of thing.
Well, yeah. I feel like a lot of people could do that kind of thing.
I
need to talk to Bryn.
Mm-hmm.
There's a new development in our plans.
We should be able to find her.
We should be able to find him. Yeah.
Okay, so she's got time to think about Matt and what kind of person Matt is and her feelings about Matt. How did you feel about all this?
I think good. This is classic.
Okay. Yeah, because it's basically thinking
it's very Egwene overthinking coded.
Yeah.
Like, it's very much like we have to get to the conclusion we all want her to get to.
Yeah.
In the most roundabout way.
Yeah.
Because on the surface, she thinks of Matt as a dummy and a prankster and a carousing, gambling idiot.
Yes. Like on one hand, he's like the Matt that drinks and gambles and leers at women
and she knows things have been going weird.
Mm-hmm.
And so she's starting to think, you know what, this dark friend business does make sense.
Yeah.
There is some sabotage here. And then she has some flashbacks to her youth.
Yeah. And
where Matt's a hero.
Well, and that's why I love Matt as a character, too, because she thinks about him as and the stories that she tells is like, hey, when they were kids, there was a girl who he thought was drowning, so he went and tried to save her and pulled her out, but she wasn't drowning,
and
so everyone made fun of him. Yeah, and then he would mutter and grumble and groan and be like,
then I'm never saving anyone ever again.
I'm going to let you drown. But then the next time someone was drowning, he goes and actually saves a kid from drowning who was actually drowning, and then no one makes fun of him anymore.
Right.
So it just reminds me of the speech that Swan gave to Matt of,
the burning house uncle guy.
What kind of person are you at the end of the day? And that's the kind of person that Matt is. So, yes, we do have Matt as a drinker and gambler and known lover of women.
Sure.
But he's not always right.
People can be two things.
People can be two things. Yeah. So I like the thought, too, because she's like, am I drowning now? Like, that's the thought process, because the whole, like, when you drown, it's not like a loud event. You just slip quietly under the water. So she's thinking, like, am I drowning right now in this situation? And do I need Matt to come and bail me out and save me?
And then she thinks about how he did come and save her.
Exactly. Yeah.
And others.
Yes. And he also tried to save her from the Aes Sedai when he wouldn't believe that she was Emerald Sea.
Right. So he has this like hero complex.
Yeah. So he's wrong sometimes, but then when he's right, he saves lives.
Right.
So that's the big question that she's kind of got to battle right now.
Right. Okay. So Egwene and Gawain are here.
Yep.
Somewhere. They're talking to each other, and Egwene is going to ask for updates from the other battlefronts.
Yes.
Because she's starting to, like, kind of put some things together.
Yeah.
And then Gawain's like, well, it's been a strangely quiet day. We actually haven't heard very much.
Mm-hmm.
And then she knows that today was supposed to be an important day at Kyrian for Elaine, and we haven't heard from them. So she sends Gawain.
We should go check on that.
Real quick.
Uh-huh.
Just flash back.
Yep.
And you know what? Yes, this is what we should be doing all the time.
Yeah, communication. We have gateways. We should be doing this more often.
All the time.
Yeah, because what if things are going horribly wrong at all the other battlefronts, which they kind of are.
Yes.
Okay.
So off Gawain goes.
Yes.
That's his job.
Yeah.
Now, Sylviana's like, I found Bryn. He's eating over there.
Yeah, found him. Good.
Found him.
Staying put. Okay, let's go. So then she goes.
I don't think he's eating. He has maps laid out.
On like the table where they're cutting onions or something.
Yeah,
it's like a whole thing. Anyways.
It's a whole thing.
So he's there. He's not physically eating right now, but he's looking at maps. So she goes, she finds him. So now we have Egwene and Bryn in the same room. Good. Okay, we got him here.
And then she whispers to Sylviana, gather the Hall of the Tower and bring them here. Anyone you can find, go.
Yes. So Sylviana's like, okay, that something important is happening, but I don't know what.
And she just goes.
Yeah, but now Egwene isn't, like, this isn't specifically strange because Bryn does meet with the sitters, like, every day anyways, because they're also overseeing everything.
Yeah, but Sylviana can tell this is like a...
Yeah, this is a something, but he's not, like, naturally
finding
suspicious.
It weird that sitters are gathering.
Exactly. So we got, like, a couple minutes, and then finally enough sitters are gathered that we're going to start the questioning, I guess, of Bryn.
Okay. So then Egwene is like, hey, Bryn.
Hey, how you doing, bud?
How you feeling? Feeling good?
How's your head?
Feeling all right? And Bryn goes, well, I'm tired, but no more than you, probably.
Yeah.
You know how it is.
Oh, I don't think he was saying that harsh.
Oh.
I think he was being like...
I'm tired.
Not like Eeyore either.
Oh.
Split the difference.
Okay,
Somewhere
hold on,
in between that.
Let me try again then. I'm tired, but probably no more than you. You know how it is.
Yeah, that's better.
Okay.
That's more the tone I was getting.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. I'm fine with that.
But wait, before we can go into more questions.
Gawain comes hurtling back in.
Mm.
Here he is.
Yep. Got news. I got news from Kyrian and Elaine.
General Bashir turned against Elaine. He's a dark friend. And he just like shouts this out.
I
to
know.
everybody.
Crazy.
I'm like, Gawain, tact much?
Yeah, dude, whisper that.
And you also know the accusation against Bryn.
Literally.
Like.
Literally just that. Is like, don't shout out that right here, right now.
Okay, anyway, the battle over there would have been lost, but the Ashermen showed up, so they're actually fine.
Right. And then Bryn's like, no way, he was the Lord Dragon's companion for, like, how could that guy be a dark friend? And it's like this coming from Bryn now, and now Egwene's sitting here like,
oh, no.
Matt's accusation just got, like, a heck of a lot more credible because we've got confirmation that one of the great captains...
Something's happening over there,
Something's
too.
happening. Like, this is so bad.
Yeah. So the sitters all look at each other, and they're like, oh my god, what is this news?
Mm-hmm.
And then Egwene starts getting into it with Bryn, but this is where it's more conversational, and it's more tactful in terms of like what Lan did with Agelmar to almost get Agelmar to come to the conclusion as well that there's something wrong here.
Yeah.
And to like figure something out, almost give him a chance to admit it. Like, I feel like she just wants him to be like, ah ha ha, all hail the great lord, or whatever.
Yeah.
And then she could be like, okay.
Yeah.
Or something, right?
Yeah. Because even Bashir's whole situation wasn't like...
It was fast, and nobody asked him any questions, and nobody said, why do
Everyone's shouting at him.
Everyone was shouting. He was angry, and then Egwene's like, get him out of my... Or Elaine is like,
which,
get him
I
out
mean,
of my
it's
face.
it's all reasonable, because they were already dealing with... Like, they were under
So
direct...
much.
They were going to be immediately killed by all these Trollocs.
Yes, no,
like,
I know.
This,
but it's just the difference, right? So
yeah. It seems like this, like Elaine, in all fairness to Elaine, her situation was the most desperate, I feel, at the time that they figured out that, like, the Great Captain was compromised.
Yeah, I just think the contrast is interesting.
Yeah, for sure.
So we're talking. Bryn has a bunch of excuses.
Yeah, it's like
And
we go over all the decisions one by one, and he's got the logical
send
answer.
Reinforcements. Like, no, you didn't. Oh, maybe they were late. No, they weren't. What about all the cavalry you sent for it? Well, you told them to wait. No, I didn't, but they were waiting.
Mm-hmm.
Like, blah, blah, blah.
And he does the I'm not perfect defense, too. He does that.
Yeah. And then finally, Egwene is like, listen, if it wasn't for Matt, the Seanchan would still be sitting and doing nothing.
Yeah.
And so Gawain realizes what Egwene is doing now.
Because he still didn't even come to the conclusion, like it seems that this was still a possibility.
You know what?
That she
I
needs
don't
to
know
figure
what
out.
the blood ring thingy is doing to his cognitive processes.
Nothing. This is just Gawain.
I know.
We've spent so much time with Gawain. The rings don't do anything to your brain. That is not a thing. You're not cutting any slack.
Okay, well, fine.
Yeah.
Nothing then.
Yeah, but I mean, even Bryn seems to be realizing, like, in the moment.
Yeah, he puts his hands to his head.
Like, none of his explanations really make sense.
Yeah.
Like, they kind of, on the surface.
He's like, I don't know what's wrong with me.
Yeah.
And Gawain's like, you're just tired, bro. It's okay.
It's not okay. It's very much not okay.
And then Egwene is like, compulsion.
Right. Because Bryn talks about how his instincts are suddenly wrong.
Yeah.
He gives the orders and then he sees the holes in the plan afterwards.
Yeah.
So she also pieces it together like Lan did.
And then she's like, they're attacking our great captains.
Makes sense.
Which she puts together like Perrin did.
Yes.
Because Lan was like, Agelmar is corrupted, but he didn't put together that maybe in other places it's all the great captains.
But I mean, Egwene also has the knowledge that Bashir is already outed as a quote-unquote
so someone
dark
should
friend.
Probably go and tell Elaine.
Right. Probably.
I said that at the end of last chapter too.
Yeah, hopefully someone spreads that news.
Yeah.
Like, hey, not dark friend necessarily.
Yeah.
Like, okay, technically could be.
Yeah, but probably not.
But probably not. They're attacking their captains. And then we get a whole conversation because it's like, we don't know how this could have happened because we've got sisters watching the camp for anyone who's channeling. It's like, guys.
Like, it's compulsion. This could have been
we
put
also
in place
know,
months ago. We have no idea what's going on. And, I mean, like, we have an idea what's going on. It's in dreams.
Well, and we also know that, like, inverted weaves are a thing. That's a thing. They could be hiding their channelers. You could have sisters who are watching out for the channeling in camp, being the dark friends themselves.
Well,
like,
and we know
so
that
many things.
women can't detect men channeling.
Yeah, like there's so many options.
And we
of how
know
it could
that
happen.
Forsaken are male.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyways, doesn't matter because it could have been put in place months ago. Yada, yada, yada. We got a call for the Hall to relieve Bryn as commander of the armies.
And 100%, everybody who's here, we do that.
Yeah, and that's good that they come to that. Like, they really don't. It's a very quick process. Like, this makes sense. We got to do it.
And then, as it happens, Bryn sits down and smiles and says thank you.
Yeah.
Because he's obviously been going through the same things in his head that Iturralde was just going through.
Exactly.
And it's a nice mirror situation.
Yeah, and he does feel like he's feeling responsible for the death of the thousands that he's caused so far, but then he's also like, well, that wasn't me. That was the compulsion.
I've been compelled, yeah.
Yeah, I just thought that was a very different take. Like, Bryn's realization that it's compulsion and therefore like not on him personally. It was just a really big contrast to the way more gays I always feel talks about things because like she had the rough end of it too. But she I've never felt like she puts as much blame on the compulsion that she can't like she could.
Yeah, she blamed a lot on herself.
She blames so much on herself all the time and like almost never.
Well, it's because for so long she didn't even know that that's what that was, and she also barely even knows that it was compulsion.
I know.
Other than the few people that have told her that that's probably what it was.
I know. It's just like it's like a big difference in like the person of the responsibility level that they're taking on.
Where is Morgaze right now?
Somewhere. I don't think we actually know exactly specifically where she is because she's not traveling with Elaine's army, I don't think.
No.
I don't think she's ever been mentioned to be traveling with them. So it would be wherever the civilians got unloaded, like from Andor.
Huh.
Yeah, I don't think we have a specific detail on that.
Okay, well, I'll keep my eye out for her, I guess.
Yeah.
I thought maybe she'd play a bigger role here.
Yeah.
She's nowhere today.
If anything, would she have been at the Field of Marilor?
She might be there.
Yeah, as just like the command center. I think that would be a reasonable place too. We'll have to watch it and find out for her.
Oh, okay, fine.
Yeah.
Now, Gawain is like, hey, listen, we need to change up our entire command structure, like, right now, because what if other people have been corrupted in case Bryn fell?
Yeah, exactly.
In battle, whatever.
Yeah.
And then we're like,
Makes sense.
We're going to give it to Matt.
Okay, it goes a little bit through that first, because the Aes Sedai are like, well, maybe we should take over, but it's like, what do we know about battle?
Nothing.
And it's like, better than someone who's
literally
corrupted.
know nothing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, enough to oversee, but not actually to give out orders. So the whole big reveal is that Egwene is coming to the conclusion that there's only one person who we know couldn't have been compelled.
Because of
the medallion.
Yeah.
Yeah, but also like there was a time when he didn't have it on.
Gifty. Yeah.
So like there's Dad.
Well, yeah.
He specifically took it off.
She doesn't know that.
She doesn't, but it's like the sureness that
he
like,
didn't take it off. Tuon took it off.
Okay.
While he was sleeping.
Yeah.
In the garden.
Yeah. So maybe that's when he gets corrupted. Who's to say?
Honestly,
who's to say?
I wouldn't be surprised at this point.
Yeah. So we get Matt, who allegedly is going to be given control of all the armies right now.
Perfect. So. Honestly, win. Win, win, win.
Son of battles. Son of battles.
I'm feeling like this has concluded.
Yeah.
And we're going to move on to like the next thing now.
Yeah, this is like a big TSN turning point here where it's like, it's like this is the moment. We've
been waiting.
Yeah.
We've been waiting. I've been waiting.
Yeah. Things were going badly on all battlefronts.
Honestly, I feel positive.
Let's get Matt in here. Let's let him get in here. Let him mix it up.
I just feel like some sense of satisfaction.
Okay, yeah.
That like we've done something, even though it's like maybe too little too late, but at least we've like figured something out.
Right, and Matt just got a vibe check on the entire battle, so like he's ready for this.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we're good.
Oh yeah, I'm good.
We're basically fine.
I have no doubts.
We basically won the last battle right here. That's what I'm saying.
Well, this is definitely at least one step.
Yeah.
Towards
Step 14
winning
of the 72-point plan to defeat the Dark One.
Honestly, yeah. Kinda. That's
cool.
what it feels like.
Cool.
So, all in all, the last little bit feels positive.
Right.
And so, let's see what happens next. So, that's it. That's the end of this. And I'm going to go read one more chapter.
Yeah. Are you asking if you get to read 2? You do not get to read 2.
No, I know.
You get 1.
I'm not. I'm not.
Stop asking, hopefully.
I just looked over.
Yeah.
Just like maybe one time.
Mm-mm.
Okay, fine. Well, before you go ahead and finally figure out the bad guy's plan, I'm going to say that this is part of the pattern now.
Yeah, it's part of the pattern.
Well, that's it for this one. Thanks so much for listening, everyone. The Wheel Weaves is hosted and edited by Dani and Brett, produced by Dani and Brett with Passion Socks, Cody Feltz, Mo Zyme, Jamie Young, Jared Berg, Ricky Morissette, Matt Truss, Antoine Benoit, MKM, Megan, Colby T, Gabby Young, Rycat, Chris G, Sarah Creech, Saverio Bartolini, Megs621, Hamar's Lament, William Johnson, and Courtney B. With music by Audionautics. Now, be sure to check out our Patreon page if you're interested in supporting us and the podcast. We'd love to send you some Patreon exclusive merchandise as a thank you. Plus, you'll gain access to our episodes earlier than everyone else. And at the time of recording, we have over, I think, 50 bonus episodes at patreon.com/The Wheel Weaves podcast. So you can find all of that and more over there. For general information about our show, like how to get in touch with us, how to send us shot glasses, how to join our Discord, you can visit thewheelweavespodcast.com. And as always, please be sure to give us that 5-star review because it really does make a huge difference in helping people find us. And be sure to tell a friend, Riyadh, because referrals really are the best compliment. Thanks again for listening. This really is part of the pattern now.